All right, first time doing this from a laptop, but Mindful Monday, time for Mindful Monday, and I got my awesome puppy sleeping right beside me here. So hope everyone had an awesome Christmas. We got New Year's right around the corner in 2 days. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve. Hope you guys have some fun plans. Today I wanted to do something a little bit different, aside from just using my laptop. Um, I'm going to read something from a book. This book is called The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino, but it's not a sales quote. It's really a self-development quote, right in line with the things that I talk about on my typical Monday. So, and I also want to be vulnerable. All right, my girlfriend and I just broke up a little over a week, about 10 days ago, right before Christmas. Very challenging moment, right? We were together 3 years, but I'm human, like the rest of us, right? I'm not perfect. I got emotions, and this is something that's been really hard for me. But I look at this quote, and I've been reading this 3 times a day, along with the rest of this scroll, is what he calls it in the book. But I'm just going to read a little snippet of it. So it says, "I have been given eyes to see and a mind to think, and now I know a great secret of life, for I perceive at last that all my problems, discouragements, and heartaches are, in truth, great opportunities in disguise. I will no longer be fooled by the garments they wear, for mine eyes are open. I will look beyond the cloth, and I will not be deceived." And it's just perfect timing that this is on scroll number 4. There's 10 scrolls that he talks about in the book, and I'm spending 30 days with each scroll, reading them each 3 times a day for 30 days. So it's almost a year long activity that I'm taking on. But it's been great. This really plants these amazing thoughts and ideas into my subconscious mind, so that it just really has shifted my mindset altogether. Awesome book, and encourage you guys to check it out. But look, if you're going through, as all of us do from time to time, right? Nobody has a perfect life. I don't care where you come from. As you go through these problems, discouragements, and heartaches, as I'm going through right now, um, I challenge you, as I'm doing in this moment, I challenge you to look at what is the opportunity that's in disguise. And you can ask some really successful people, and they'll tell you that they actually seek out problems, because every problem that you find is really an opportunity in disguise. You find a problem, you find an opportunity. So therefore, seek out the problem, right? It's a complete mind shift, and it's awesome when you get into it. But with this situation, like, look, it's a struggle. My emotions are draining. I slept until noon today and didn't get up until 1. And, I still have my day job I'm supposed to be at. So it's like, geez, the motivation's not there. And so I'm looking within to find that motivation and that source of energy that's been fueling me. And I said in the previous video that I've got this flame burning in me, and nothing's going to stop that from going out, and it's still there. And I'm keeping my momentum. I'm doing what I call my weekly non-negotiables. This is every week something I have to do to keep my business rolling forward, and I continue to do that. And not only my business, my personal life, right? Exercising, saying 3 things of gratitude every morning, saying my wins for the day, all these different things, saying my goals every day. These are daily non-negotiables, and then I have weekly non-negotiables. But when it comes to the heartache, right? Girlfriend broke up with me. That sucks. You've been together 3 years. There's no way around it. That freaking sucks. She took all her stuff. She left. I had to buy some new things, but I'm just like doing it as fast as I possible and adapting as fast as I possibly can to just move on and push forward. Now, what's the opportunity for me? So I reflected on this, and I'm sure there's more than just this, but a couple things. One, I no longer have a cat, and I dread cats. So apologies if anybody out there loves cats, because I don't. I just don't. That's something I really learned about myself. I think I knew it already, but I really learned it this time. No longer do I have a smelly litter box. You know, every time I go to get a treat for Reggie. No longer do I have smelly cat food every day. No longer have to worry about the cat meowing in the middle of the night, waking my ass up, right? Um, and so that's number one. Number two, I've got way more time on my hands now, which is great because I am very ambitious and have a lot of things going on, and I'm pushing through trying to be successful. So having more time is an amazing opportunity. Number three, Susan's a great person, a great individual. Nothing bad to say, but um, we weren't supporting each other in the right way. You know, I'll take ownership of that as well. We weren't supporting each other. I wasn't supporting her in the right way for her, and she wasn't supporting me in the right way for me. And I no longer have that stress in my life of, man, I'm not good enough. I'm not supporting her enough. How can I be better? But also, man, I really wish I had support from my girlfriend when I'm going through all this stuff, and it's hard enough already. And then I have somebody who's sort of, you know, just not really there for me. And so um, that's another thing that's really I see as an opportunity. So it's more time, it's less stress, and it's no cat. So those are the things. I'm gonna get some me time. I'm gonna get some time to reflect, figure out, think about, document what has worked in this relationship, what did not work, so that the next time around I have a better idea and I can be more sure and certain about what it is, who it is that I'm particularly looking for, and I can also really just dive into this business, make it happen, make it work, and then finally, I am. I decided I don't want to live in California anymore. So you know I bought this condo in July. Um, I'm going to spend 2 years here, um, and then you know either refinance and rent it out or maybe sell it. I don't know. I really don't like the idea of selling properties, but um, anyways, either way. But I'm going to move out of California at some point. And so my goal, I guess, in the next year and a half, by July of 2026, when I hit that 2 year mark, um, my goal in that time is to figure out where I want to live long term and then go find a place. And I'm either going to do a VA loan. Oh, Ralph, come to Texas. Yeah, I looked at that. I did look at that. I mean, when I was in Austin, Susan and I were actually considering Austin, but um, I don't know. I mean, property taxes are really high. It gets hot as shit there in the summer. Um, it's an option. It's an option, but I don't know. The other places I was considering is moving back to North Carolina. Not anywhere near the base. I was at Camp Lejeune with Ralph, but looking at maybe Charlotte or Raleigh, the Raleigh area. There's some nice places out there for sure. It's nice weather. It's low taxes, low income tax, low property tax, and not too far from my brother in Georgia, not too far from my dad in Florida, and so that's a good option. Um, Wisconsin, you know, that's home for me, but it's cold. It's really, really cold. So I'm going there next month to see my mom. I'm going to explore a little bit. I'm going to go meet my property manager in Milwaukee. We're going to drive around and look at all my properties. And then she grew up in Milwaukee, so she's going to kind of show me around the area, show me some of the nicer parts, and you know, see if maybe that's a place I want to live. Minneapolis is another one. I'm like, if I'm going to the Midwest, it's either going to probably be Milwaukee, Madison, or Minneapolis, right? Somewhere in Wisconsin near my family, or Minneapolis is only about a 4 hour drive, and I've just heard some really nice things. But yeah, dry heat over humidity for sure, for sure. I mean, look, I love the California weather. The dry heat out here doesn't get too hot, doesn't get too cold. I mean, look at me. I'm wearing a beanie and it's I don't know 65 degrees outside. I'm still wearing a beanie, right? Because I've adjusted to this climate and we're super spoiled out here. But you know, I'm mainly leaving California because of the well, the taxes are insanely high. And to run a business out here is just, you know, I have currently 3 LLCs, and that's gonna multiply over and over again as I acquire more properties. It's $800 a year per LLC, but I can handle the financial side. But aside from the finances, um, it's very weak landlord protections, very weak LLC. What do they call it? Charging order protections for LLC business owners out here. And even though I have LLCs and properties in Wisconsin, in Utah that are completely out of state, have nothing to do with California, because I live here, I have to register them here. And therefore, anybody can go look up my company name in California and go see all of my personal information and all that. So there's just no privacy with it. And in real estate, that's important, right? You're trying to protect your assets. You're trying to protect your hard-earned investments. So having privacy is really important. Um, and so, anyways, but wanted to just, this is a long one. Wanted to just take the time to be vulnerable. Um, I'm an open book. Those of you who know me know that. Like, I don't really care who knows my story. I will share it with whoever. But this is what I'm going through right now. It's a challenging time, but I'm looking to see what is the opportunity behind that challenge, and just leaning into that while also acknowledging that yes, this sucks. I have emotions. I'm a human being. I'm a real person, and um, breakups are hard, right? And so acknowledging that pain, acknowledging the emotions, seeing what I can learn from it, and then leaning into that good side, the opportunity side of it, and just look. I'm grateful that it happened right before Christmas. I wouldn't have wanted to go all the way to go to Vegas with Susan and her family when she knew in her heart that she didn't want to continue, right? I'm grateful it happened before Christmas so I could stay back, have that alone time to really think deep about what this means. And I came to the conclusion myself that this was the right choice. And I'm glad that she made that choice because it's a very difficult thing to do. And, you know, uh, and it just gave me time to kind of, think things through. So, and sit with those emotions. But, well, would love to hear from others. Yeah, what states, so we got Texas, all right. What other states, convince me to move. Like, where should I move? Convince me where to move. If you're in North Carolina, why should I move there over other places? If you're in Wisconsin, Minnesota, um, obviously, again, I got friends and family out there. Oregon's another one. Probably a no for me, just the weather again and smaller town. I'm used to living in just an ultra urban area. I've got, although I'm not in a big city, Santa Ana, it's 300,000 people. And I'm surrounded by Irvine with 300,000 people, and Anaheim 300,000 people, and Huntington Beach, and I mean all it's just city, 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 city everywhere you look. And then you hit LA, and there's nothing in between. It's just concrete jungle everywhere. Um, I don't need that much mass, but I am looking for some diversity, um, uh, some various different cultures, and just more. There's just more opportunity out here. So that's the hard part about leaving this area. But um, there's plenty of other places that have opportunities like that, and I just got to go explore and figure out which one, is right for me. So yeah, put your comments. Where should I move to? Where do you guys want me to move to? Pitch your ideas. Love to hear that. And maybe there's some places I'm not thinking about that I should be thinking about. I don't know. Um, and then, yeah, anybody else going through some stuff, if anybody else is going through anything, any problems, discouragements, or heartaches, right? Feel free to share it. You don't have to put it in the comments if you don't want. I mean, you don't even have to tell me about it. Think about what's the opportunity behind that problem, discouragement, or heartache. What is the opportunity? What's the brighter side? What does the other end of the tunnel look like? How can you make the most out of the situation? Look, we're going into 2025. We're going into a brand new year, and let's look at it through a lens of positivity, and let's make the most of it, right? I don't know. Do I sound like someone who just got broken up with 10 days ago? I don't think so, right? Doesn't mean there's something underneath that's hurting right now. Definitely not. And little things bring that up for sure. But trying to make the most of it. Appreciate all your support and have a great rest of your week and have an amazing New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Let's whoop ass in 2025. It's going to be an amazing year. I know it's going to be an amazing year for me, and I conceive it. I believe it. Therefore, I will achieve it, and I encourage you all to do the same. Stay positive. Think nothing but good things for the year to come, and things will happen for you. All right. Take care.